The US has put a peace deal on the table for Russia and Ukraine to consider. So we'll break it down for you here. This is what Russia would get: formal recognition of Ukraine's Crimea Peninsula, so it would be Russian territory. Moscow would control 4 regions in eastern Ukraine. A pledge that the US would not support Ukraine becoming a member of NATO, and lifting sanctions to boost Russia's economy. Let's switch things over to Ukraine now. If it's accepted, this is what Ukraine would get: help from the European military as a security guarantee following a ceasefire. The US wouldn't be involved. Russia would return a small portion of Ukraine's Kharkiv region, navigation rights on the Dnieper River that runs along the front lines at the moment, and help in post-war rebuilding. Feels like it's going one way. Joining us live is Sky News US Analyst Michael Ware. Does seem to favour the Russians here, Michael.
Well, you summarised it perfectly. It absolutely is the agreement around the world, from governments to experts to diplomats, that this is a gift to Russia. This completely is entirely a deal in Russia's favour. The question is why? Okay, yeah, President Trump has made it very clear. He constantly wants to punt the ball on security to Europe, and that's at the base of this deal. So, in essence, what he's doing, he's either acquiescing to Russia over the current sort of power play, balance of power in Europe, or he's somehow finding a new alignment based perhaps on this economic incentivism. It's very hard to understand what the administration's thinking is by favouring Russia so much, that what will be the ultimate end game. And we can only guess at what they believe that might be.
Well, I mean, at the moment too, Putin has not been coming around at all. Even though things are in his favour, he's still not coming around to signing any kind of ceasefire or giving any serious consideration to it. So this might not even work for him in the end.
Oh, look, there's many ways this can work for him, even without it having actually worked. First of all, you don't want to play poker against Vladimir Putin. He plays his cards very close to his chest, and he plays them very carefully.
He wins every time.
Just the offer of a deal and the imposition, arbitrary or not, of this sort of Trumpian deadline of say yes now or we walk away, panders precisely to Putin's interest, because he can sit back and just delay and delay and delay and see what happens, because he'd be delighted to see America walk away. So even if he loses on the deal, he wins on the back end because the United States is no longer supporting Ukraine. All of that would then fall entirely on Europe, which is not yet outfitted to really, really do so. And for how long? And there's so many members. Would there always be a consensus? Mate, the question is, what does Trump think he's getting out of giving in to Putin and letting him win?